Okay, here on activity 3, how they are saying which we are given triangle ABC. Okay? So you have triangle ABC, which has AB as 60 centimeter, and then you have BC, which is going to be equaling to 160 centimeter. And then we have AB, which is this angle here. They are saying which is this angle ABC. They're talking starting from here up until there. They say with that one is going to be 60 degrees. Okay? And then they say BD bisects AC. It doesn't bisect B. You should be careful there. Okay? So this line BD, it bisects this thing here. So it cuts this one and this one into equal parts. Okay? And then they say it cuts it at here at D. So it means which this is the midpoint if we're doing analytical geometry. And then they say we have a point. Okay, D is a point on AC. Okay? Now, Tina, how do we do this question? We're going to identify all the triangles that are here. Okay, let's go and identify the triangles that you see. Give me the triangles that you see. So we have triangle A, B, C, which is the bigger triangle again. Okay, let's start with that one. If we start with triangle A, B, C, we make it to be green again. Okay, let's put it here. So we have something that looks like this. Doesn't have to be big. Again, we are just saying which it looks like this. Okay, so here you have A again. And then here you have B, and then here you have what? C. Yeah, let's put the information on this triangle. What are the information that we have on this triangle? So we have, this is 6, okay, sharp. So we know which from A to B, they told us this is 60 centimeter. Okay, and then we also have BC, and then BC is going to be what to be? 160 centimeter. Okay, sharp. Now, this is not the only triangle that we have. Give me the other triangle that you see here. So let's go to ABD. So we have A, we have B, we have D, something like this. Okay. So let's take it out now. So we have A, and then you say we have B, and then we have D, something like this. Okay. So here we'll put, here you have A, and then here you have B, and then here you have what? You have D. Okay. Now give me the information that is on this diagram here. What do you have here for this diagram? So you have this one here, it's 60 centimeters. Again, this one, you can see which it's orange and then it's also green again. So this is common. It's going to appear here and then it also appears here. So this is 60 centimeters. Okay, sharp. Is there any other thing that you have for this one? What else do you have? Angle 60. No, angle 60 is from here to here. So we don't have angle 60 here because this one, it stops here. So NPD. Is it fine? Okay, sure. So let's say we don't have, this one is not that. Is there any other triangle that we have here? Okay, give me the triangle that you have there. So you're talking about BDC, which is this one again. Okay. Now that we have BDC, let's also check it out. If we take BDC, this is how it looks like, something like this. So we have D here again. We have B again. And then here we have what? We have C. Okay, give me, what are the things that we have for this diagram? We have PC again. What is PC? You say which this one here is going to be 160 what? Centimeter. Okay, we are done taking out all the triangles that we have again. And then all these triangles that we have here, the good news is that, do you have any right angle triangle here? You don't have any right angle triangle again. So for you to solve this thing, man, you should know it, which you are going to use what? Cos rule and the what and the sine rule. And the area rule if they ask you to get the area. Okay. So they say which we should get AC again. Now we are going to identify triangles that have AC. Come and check which is there any triangle which has AC. Come and check here. Which triangle seems to have AC? Let's call this one. Oh yeah, this is the green one again. So the green one has AC again. Now it means we are going to work in triangle AC. Okay, what is triangle AC? Triangle AC is ABC again. Now because we are using sine rule, for the fact that you are going to be using sine rule, it makes sense for you to name this thing according to our sine rule again. So this one, it's opposite B. What are we going to call this side? This one is small letter B. Okay. This one here is opposite A. Okay. What are you going to call this side? Small letter A. And then this one here is opposite C. Okay. What do you call this side? Small letter C. Okay. Now, this is the triangle that we have. It's not a right angle triangle. We can either use the cos rule or we can use the sine rule. Okay. Now, we are looking for this thing here, which is AC, which is this side. Okay. If we're looking for this side here, let's go and check what is it that we're given. We're given a side, and an angle. Is the angle between the given sides? It's between the given sides. Okay? So if the angle is between the given sides, what are you going to use? The sine rule or the cos rule? You're going to use the cos rule. What does the cos rule say? It says good. The angle, okay, let's start with the basic one. The basic one says you're going to have A squared. Okay? which is going to be equaling to b squared, okay, plus c squared, okay, minus 2bc, okay, and then it's the cos of what? Of A. If you have angle A, this is how you're going to do it. Do you have angle A here? Do you have angle A here? So if you don't have angle A, you are not going to start it with A. Which angle do we have here? E. We have angle P. So what are we going to start with? We're going to start with P. So this one here, instead of saying with this thing here, is going to be A squared. The formula on the formula sheet is going to be given this way. But now we're going to say this thing here is going to be given as B squared. Okay? And then if we say P squared, so we're going to have P squared, which is going to be equaling to. So what are we supposed to write here? How?
Squared.
Okay.
Plus C squared.
Plus C squared.
Minus 2BC. Minus 2AC. So
minus 2. And then we take this one and this one again. So it's A and what? And C. And then what should I write here? Cos of B. Cos of B. And then from here, it's a matter of saying, okay, what is this B here? I group P, it's AC. Okay? So you can come and say, okay, I have AC all squared. Okay? Okay, do you know what is A? What is A? 160 all squared. Okay? Plus?
60.
This is 60 degrees all squared minus 2 multiplied by
160.
160
Multiplied by 60.
Multiplied by 60.
Cos of 60 degrees.
Cos of 60 degrees. Okay? And then after that, you can simply root here and then you put a root here. Okay? If you say root and root, then you can type this in your calculator. Okay, let's type this in our calculator. We say root. Okay? So if we say root, it says which we are going to have 160 close bracket all squared, okay? Plus 60 close bracket all squared minus 2 multiplied by 160 close bracket multiplied by 60 close bracket multiplied by the cos of 60 degrees close bracket, okay? And then you say equals to, it says which AC is going to be equal to what? 140. Now you check the units that they were using. Yeah, they are using centimeter. Because they were using centimeter, now we are also going to write this thing as a what? As a centimeter. And then I'm going to get 1, 2. How? Okay, we are not done. Number two. What do they want for number 2? They want the sign of A. They don't want A. You get this? Okay? What do they want? They want the sign of A. They want the sign of A, and then they say you should leave your answer in a simpler set form. Okay. Now let's go and check triangles that have A. You're going to check triangles that have A. Which triangle seems to have A? The green and the orange has, both of them have A. Okay? Now, which one has more information between the two of them? The green one. Okay? Yeah, let's go and update our green diagram. Our green diagram, now we know what is this. Okay? What is this? 140 centimeters. Okay? Okay, we are looking for an angle, man. Since we are looking for an angle, Now, yeah, because you have 3 sides, my pen, you have 3 sides, okay? You can use the cos rule, it works because you have 3 sides. You can also use the sine rule, but because we said between the sine rule and the cos rule, which one is simple? The sine rule is simple. So if you are given 3 sides and an angle, then you can use the sine rule. Actually, if I was just given 3 sides and then there was no angle, I was going to use the what then? The cos rule. But now because I'm given I'm given 3 sides and an angle, I'm going to go with what? With sine. So what does the sign of this thing say? Let's go and write the sign of this thing. The sign of this thing is going to say, which I have the sign of A all over small letter A, which is going to be the sign of B all over small letter B again, which is going to be equaling to the sign of C all over small letter what? C. Now you go and substitute. Do you know what is A? Do you know what is A? You don't know what is A, so we are simply going to write it as the what? As the sign of A. No problem. Do you know what is small letter A?
Yes.
You know what is small letter A? What is small letter A?
160.
It's 160. Equals to sine B again. Do you know what is B? What is B? 60 degrees all over. Do you know what is small letter B? What is small letter B? It's 140. Equals to sine. Do you know what is C? We don't know what is C. We simply put it there. Do we know what is small letter C? We know what is small letter C. What is small letter C?
6.
It's 60. Okay, now, Tina, we are looking for this one. Remember, what are we looking for, Tina? We're looking for sine A again. So this one we need, this one we're going to take because we need sine A. Okay? Now, which one between this one and this one has complete information? I showed in the next. Which one has more complete information? One or number two? In number one. So you remove number two. Number two here, because number two, it's not complete. You're going to remove number two. So when you solve this thing here, what are you going to have, man? You're going to have the sine of A all over 160, which is going to be given as the sine of 60 all over 140. They don't want A. They want the sine of A. How would you get sine of A? How? You cross multiply. And then if you cross multiply, you say sine of A is going to be given as 160 multiplied by the sine of 60 all over 140. And then you type this in your calculator. If you go and type this in your calculator, you say which you're going to have 160 multiplied by the sine of 60, close bracket, all over 140. And then this is your answer. Your answer says which it's 4 root 3 all over what? All over 7. Now, remember, what did they say, Bona, here? They said which you should leave your answer in a simple set form again. Because you are leaving your answer in a simple set form, it means which you stop there. You don't have to do anything then. So where are you going to get your 3 marks then? Let's go and check then. We're going to give you a mark for substitution. We're going to give you a mark for cross multiplying, and then we're going to give you a mark for the final answer. Are we still fine? Okay, what is the last thing that we're doing then? They say calculate the area of ABD. We should be careful here. What are we calculating? We're calculating the area of what? We're going to calculate the area of A, B, and what? And D. Here's the good news. Here's the good news. Now we can go and update our diagram. If we go and update our diagram, we can get what is this A here, because A low and A low, they are exactly equal. Okay? And then if this both of them are equal, then you can come and say, okay, but now let's go and get what is going to be the sign using this thing here. They didn't want it, but now they wanted us to stop here, but we can get 8 using this. We can say which A is going to be equaling to the sine arc of 4 root 3 all over 7. And then we can get an angle A. What is going to be angle A then?
81,79.
It's 81,79. Okay, let's go and update our diagrams then. Go and update your diagram. This one here, instead of A here, what are we going to put? 81,79. Okay, you put 81,79 here, 81,79. Okay, this is not the only one which has A. This one also has A. This one here is also going to be what to be? 81,79. Okay, sharp. Now, they want us to get the area. Now, what does the area say? Now, I'm going to define the area if we're given triangle ABD. Okay. Now, how do you define the area if you are given a triangle ABD? We're going to use the formula of the area now. What does the formula of area say? It says which is the area. If you are given, let's start with let's start with something simple. If you are given triangle ABC, if Elena is given triangle ABC, and then they say they need to get an area. So you have A, you have B, and then we have C. So if we do it this way, what is going to be this here?
1/6.
ABC, like if it's just any triangle. This one is going to be small letter A again. This one is going to be small letter C again. And then this one is going to be small letter P. Okay, how then do we define the area? This is very important. The area of triangle ABC can be given by the following. Be careful here. The area of triangle ABC can be given by the following. It can be given by half. It can be given by half B multiplied by C, and then we are going to have the sine of A. This is one way in which you can do it. Another way you can get the area of triangle ABC, if you say half multiplied by A multiplied by C is going to be multiplied by the sine of B. And then you also have something like this. If you have half, and then you have A multiplied by B, this is going to be given by the sine of what? Of C. Okay, what do you notice about this thing here? Is there anything that you notice that you can tell me here? Look at this triangle here. They are saying, Gucci, in this triangle, if you are given triangle ABC, this is triangle ABC. If you are given triangle ABC, if you are given triangle ABC, and then they say which you are supposed to determine the area. This is what they're saying. If Elena is given B and C, And then they are going to use an included angle, which is going to be the sine of what? Of A. Agree, if you are given triangle ABC, they say if you are using B and C, you're going to use what? Sine of A. Let's check number 2. If you are given A and C, agree you are given A and C. No? When you're given sine A and C, which angle are you going to use? We are going to use angle B. So what does this thing say? It says with this thing, it works like a cos rule. We are given a side and a what, and then an included angle. If you have A and B, again, if you have A and B, what are you going to use then? If you have A and B, you're going to use the angle of what? Of C. Okay, let's come and define it here with the triangle that we have. Agree, they are talking about APT. APT is only one. It is one here. This is the only triangle that we have. Now, if we're using triangle APT, if we want to get the area of triangle APT, we have 3 formulas that we can use. The area of triangle ABD can be given as half, again, then you can have A, and then you can have B, and then multiply by what? By the sine of what? Of C. Agree, I've used A and B, again. Then I'm going to use the what? The sine of C. Okay, if I don't use that one, I'm going to use what? A, which goes with C, again. If I use A and C, what am I supposed to use here? Oh, sorry about that, guys. We're defining it here with APT. Let's define it here with APT. So what are we going to have here? We're going to have small letter A. Here we're going to have what? Small letter P. And then here we're going to have what? Small letter D. Yeah, so it means we are supposed to use these letters instead of APC. I'm using the wrong method here. We're going to define it according to these letters here. Okay, let's suppose we are using A and B first. If we use A and B, this is going to be multiplied by the sine of what then? I've used A and B. I'm supposed to use the what? The sine of what? Of D. Okay, sharp. What if I use A and D then? I'm going to use the sine of B. I'm going to use the sine of B. Put me my pen. I have half. If I use A and D, which I'm going to use B. Okay? If I use D and B, so I can use D multiplied by B. Okay? Multiplied by the sine of what? Of A. Okay, based on what you have here, which one can you use? Based on what we have here, do you know what is A? We don't know what is A, okay? But we know what is B. Okay? Do we know what is B?
No.
Okay, we don't know what is B, but we can get B. Okay? Starting from here to here, they told us with this thing here is what is 140. If this is 140, what do you expect 80 to be? I get this one and this one, they're equal. So this one here is going to be what to be 70. Okay, let's update our diagram then. Then this one here is going to be what to be 70. So are we going to use formula number 1, formula number 2, or formula number 3? We're going to go with formula number 3 again. Okay, let's erase the rest. The rest are no longer relevant here. So we are going to say which area of triangle B, D, or it's ABD. ABD is going to be given by half, and then you know what is D, so you put which you know what is D. You also say which you know what is P, multiplied by the sine of what? Of A. Okay, we're going to have half D. What is D? It's 60. And then you have 70 multiplied by the sine of what? Of 81,79. Okay. If you type this in your calculator, you are going to have half again. And then it says which you have 1/2. 1/2 multiplied by 60 again. Multiplied by 70. Multiplied by the sine of 81,79. And then you get which the area. Again, this is centimeter. If it's an area, it's going to be centimeter squared. So you get 2078, 48. 48, and then you say this thing is going to be centimeter squared. Okay, here's your activity then. You're going to come and do the following as activity. Activity number, yeah, you're doing activity number 4 and then activity number 5. Activity number 4 and activity number 5.